For the land of the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. And for Portland, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. George against Powell. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Now here is Morris. Trains the three-pointer.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. And George, here we go. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Powell against George. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Oh, good on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Buries it down low.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Lillard from outside. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Trailblazers trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
George looking over the floor. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard way outside. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 5. Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Count it. Good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Working on Zubac.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Leonard with no one around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 7. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Powell, no one around him. And no good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside Leonard. And it goes down 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard against Jackson. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The pass to Cousins. Shoots over Cantor. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been... Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's...
Normal beginnings. You know, I'm from a...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Cohen is out there with Jones. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Giles in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's McCollum. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one, if that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Ever the opportunist, McCollum probing for a weakness, finds one and exploits it.
Kennard with the ball. Poked loose. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Kanter, the pass to Carmelo. McCollum outside. Out to Anthony. No one near him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Well, throughout the early part of his career, DeMarcus Cousins was a high-usage focal point of the offense. Now you're being asked to play more alongside other star players and adjust your role. He's done exactly that.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Over to the left wing. Here's Mann, defended by Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Beverly for three, and Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 8. Anthony taking his time here to the middle. And the rejection by Cousins.
7'6" wingspan in the house, and he says, get it out of here.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That's good from Cantor.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Robert Covington. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Clippers leading by 8. Jackson in the corner. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Jackson's got his 2nd basket. Back to Lillard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, what was your... And that...
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the 2nd half. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Lillard against Jackson. Offensive rebound. Nurkic can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Jackson from long range. He can't get that one to fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench, and if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive. Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Clippers leading by 8. Jackson passes to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. On the wing, Morris. Misses the 3. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Paul George with the steal. The drive by Jackson. Down low, Zubac. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed for the Trailblazers. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Little. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first basket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Count it.
And although not the biggest guy, you gotta love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
McCollum up top. Kennard covering. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kennard against McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. High post shot. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A 3 from McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss. Right side, Rondo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from McCollum.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Finished off the break. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Los Angeles has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Rondo. Plays it up and banks it in. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
McCollum feeling it out a bit from the arc. Again, McCollum missing. And here's Kennard. Rondo kicks to Kennard. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Rondo with the steal. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 9. And we've got How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Giles is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 9-point game. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Rondo. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
Jones, the pass to Cantor. He kicks to McCollum. Back to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Boy, once Cantor establishes position on the interior, forget about it.
McCollum against Rondo, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Jones, and Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard against Rondo. Tries from 16, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rondo. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Good work defensively by Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 5. Powell the pass to Giles. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Kennard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. Jones checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and he makes both free throws. Now Lillard. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. It's good.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
McCollum against Kennard. Leonard on the wing. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Cousins. Kennard against McCollum. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
For the Trailblazers, Norkic checked in for Ennis Cantor. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Harry Giles. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Lillard to tie it up. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Now here's Leonard. 2:22 left to play in the final quarter.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
McCollum against George. That gives them the lead. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Leonard. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
McCollum, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George dishes to Leonard. Back to George. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Zubac kicks to Morris. Yes!
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Lillard.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
George with the ball. Out to Morris. And that's an intentional foul. Covington with the steal. Now a timeout called by Portland. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Marcus Morris.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about...
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Enes Kanter is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. Outside, George. Passes it to Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by 1. That's to Hollis Jefferson. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's George. That one doesn't drop. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Powell against George. Two free throws coming. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
They got it right with the review.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Out to Anthony. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Leonard. Stolen by Cantor. And here is Anthony. Inside. Tries it from 9. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. To the paint. Leonard against Jones. Leonard the pass to Morris. Over Anthony to take the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Lillard looking around. Yes!
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Keeps it alive, and he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the officials do need to look at the replay. You know, the basket may count after all. We'll see. of the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. Now here is Holiday. High post Lopez. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. Shot clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Holiday against Lillard. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Savvy play from Holiday.
Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Pass to Nurkic. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Covington. Nurkic dishes to Covington. And the basket is good.
It's easy to admire Covington. Even when the defense gets rough with him, he stays with him.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Powell. He feeds it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Powell with it. Now guarded by Middleton. To the left side wing. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
It's Powell on the wing. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Holiday. Plays it in off the breakaway.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Lillard outside. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good.
There's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Outside Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. 1:15 left in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, Colin will find you.
Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. It's deflected. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Anthony kicks to Jones. Anthony dishes to Cantor. McCollum against Teague. Stripped it away. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
27 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Jones. Now here's Cantor. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. They get it back. Cantor's shot is off.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Lets the three fly. It's good from long range.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the points. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Portis can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 13. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Kanter typically plays with a high activity level.
Here is Forbes. Over in the corner, Portis. Middleton on the wing. Clock at 6. Bucks passing it around. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
And it's slammed in by Jones. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Giles checked in for Powell. Passes to Morrow. It's Portis, high post. But they'll get another chance. And the Bucks miss again. Outside, Jones. No good there. Great D that time from Portis. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Middleton. They could use a bucket, and he connects with the jumper. Middleton's got his first points of the game.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the pass to Nurkic. Now here's McCollum. He kicks it to Covington. And Lopez pulls it down. Milwaukee leading by 8. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Shoots. A shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
McCollum left side. Lillard scanning the floor to the inside. Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Holiday. The tray. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D. Showing he can hurt you from that area.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Takes the 3. The rebound by Middleton.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
A steal. Here is Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Lopez with the steal. For 3, Middleton. And he beats the button. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Holiday with it. He's got 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nurkic against Lopez.
It doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
So it's Portland now. It's a 16-point game. Lillard against Holiday. And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard way outside. They get it back. Knocked loose. Stolen by Middleton. Fires the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 16. Hits it from three-point range.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. Here's Middleton inside, and Lopez throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
DiVincenzo with it, now defended by McCollum. It's stolen by Anthony. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. Bucket is good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. here is Holiday. 5 points in the game. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
McCollum finds Lillard. Good D by Holiday.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
The pass to Lopez. And he banks in the layup. Lopez has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard outside. And here's McCollum for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Cantor's got his second bucket.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
54 seconds left in the third. Outside Teague. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Cantor. Jeff Teague with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 15. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Aston Morrow launches it. And the Bucks miss again. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's Covington on the wing. Defended by Portis. Stolen by Tucker. Here is Forbes. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Powell dishes to Kanter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And Forbes has it in the corner. Kicks it to Tucker. Outside Teague. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 13. Powell, the pass to Simons. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
From downtown, Mora can't get it to go. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. T kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Forbes. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his fourth rebound in this one.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Portis. Can they get it? And the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 13.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Simons, the pass to Pop. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Holiday against Lillard. 4 on the clock. Bobbed up there for Lopez.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. Three-pointer, Lillard. A rebound by the Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Offline with his three. Trailblazers trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Milwaukee.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jrue Holiday.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Dishes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with another miss. And here we go. Jumps up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Nora. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Irving against Powell. Over Irving. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Harden. KD against Powell. Shoots over Powell. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And he's won an MVP. He's won a championship. He's won a gold medal. He's been the MVP in the finals. It's a pretty full resume for one Kevin Durant.
In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary. And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Out to Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Left side Jones. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Passes it to Irving. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And here is Powell. He kicks it to Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Covington's shot is off. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Back to Lillard. The 3. Kept alive.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Harden finds Harris. Got a piece of it. It's Harden with the drive. Short. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And here's Jones. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot and finish off by Nurkic.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Harden the pass to Harris. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got 5. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Lillard scanning the floor. From deep 3-point range. The shot comes out. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Lobbed up there for KD. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, we've all seen it. The mobility, the wingspan of Durant. Seriously, how are you going to stop him on an alley-oop?
Now Lillard. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. On the wing, Jones. Kicks to Nurkic, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. .11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's the teardrop. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Kyrie shooting that kind of floater right there just makes him so much more devastating as a scorer.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by 4 from Portland. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Cohen is out there with Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Outside Irving. That's tipped.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
The Nets with the lead. Pass to Irving. Goes up on the wing. Count it. Irving's got 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Steps back and frames the jump shot. 7 points in the game.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Offensive rebound, and Kanter able to finish.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. On the wing, Irving. Off target from three-point range. Portland trailing here. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Inside. Banked in off the glass. McCollum's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
KD dishes to Griffin. Outside for Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Brown missing. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Irving comes to help. And here's Anthony for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Brown. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
McCollum up top. He's covered by Brown. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. Back to Anthony. No good that time. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's Irving. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Melo getting up there at 6'8", rising up and getting to the rim for the throwdown.
Outside Irving. Brown outside. Powell against KD. The kick out to Brown. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Nets also making a change. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Jones the pass to Lillard. To the inside. Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. And Lillard kicks to Little. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Nets trail by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lillard outside. And they pick up 2. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Irving. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Nets trail by 3. Here's Irving, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Irving's got 12. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
He gets it in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Harden outside. Goes back up. The kick out to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Powell finds Nurkic. Now here's Powell. Lillard, right side, over Harden. Shot clock at 6. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. That one a little long.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Harden outside. Harris outside. rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside. And now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Outside Irving. There's a minute 47 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Jordan high post. Working on Nurkic from 18 feet away. And again, it's the Nets missing. Pass to Durant. And the Nets miss again.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Yep, it counts.
And stays ready and reacts quickly. Covington is an ideal catch-and-shoot scoring option.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for Irving. And the wide open shot from Green. No good, unable to end this run. Portland leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
There's the pass to McCollum. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Green. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harden the pass to Claxton. Green dishes to Harden. Over McCollum. Harden, that's good. Harden's got his 2nd basket.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
McCollum outside. Here's Simons. Misses the shot.
And it's something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. It's the Trailblazers up 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Anthony out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Stolen by Harden for the finish. And Harden with the stuff.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. He kicks to Cantor. Back to McCollum from outside the arc. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Now, here is Harden. Defense is right there. Claxton, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. It's Harden with the drive. Sweet little floater.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
Lillard outside. Dishes it to Covington. Lillard against Harden. And Griffin sends it back.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
And here's Harris from the arc. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 4. Covington passes to Nurkic. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Harris outside. The feed now to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving. Harden against Lillard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Puts up a 3. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Gets it out to Covington. Harden against Lillard. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Green.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now here's Harden. On the wing, Irving. Passes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And Harden. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
And so it's Portland winning this one. David.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the four-man position. For the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubats in at the 5.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here is George. To the paint. And that one is good from Zubats.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Pass to Powell. Now, Hollis Jefferson. Passes it to Lillard. Clock at 6. Lets a floater go, and he's able to get it back. And they're able to recover. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
George, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Leonard, no luck. Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and the rejection by Zubats. And now the fast break, George with the ball. And the 3 ball is good.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play. When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Lillard misses.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. He dishes it to Nurkic. Back to Powell. And they get it. He lays it in.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
Clippers leading by 4. Here's George. He has 6. For the 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Portland. Here's Covington. Nurkic trying to get open. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Nice job by Robert Covington to draw the contact and get himself to the foul line.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Giles comes in for Hollis Jefferson. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Batum. Outside for Rondo. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Cousins. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lobs it up for Kanter. No good on that one.
and he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Chalk up 2 there.
Though he may not be a natural point guard, Patrick Beverley understands how to find his teammates.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Kicks it to Cantor. McCollum passes to Cantor. Here's Simons. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Outside Rondo. Dishes it to Cousins. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up 2. We'll be back shortly live.
This game, it's
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Are you kidding me? DeMarcus Cousins, my goodness. Go ahead.
Pass to Simons. And stolen by Cousins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. The pass to McCollum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Outside, Batum feeds it to Cousins. He kicks it to Beverley. Pass to Mann. And here's Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cousins. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D from Cantor.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Beverley the pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverley. Wow.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Trailing by 2. McCollum outside. Passes it to Simons. Shot from 16. McCollum no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
To the right side. There's the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Anthony finds McCollum. Back to Anthony. Pass to Giles. McCollum outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Fires the three. Portland with a new 14. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Outside, Batum. Back to Kennard. Shoots the three. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simons. There's the dish to McCollum. Here's Giles. The high post shot. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Mann. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He feeds it to Cousins. Fires for 3.
Yeah, this is when Melo's at his best. When he's
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. At the third quarter soon to follow. Right?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Jones. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 4. George finds Morris. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Now the pass to Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George, no good.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Powell, that's good.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Now George. He's got 6. Down low. Here's Zubac. Misses the baby hook.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Lillard against Leonard. Passes it to Jones. Back to Lillard. Sinks that one from the post. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
They get it again. Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Zubac has got 6 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the Clippers on the break. Another shot. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard still one of the hardest working players in the league. Active on the offensive glass there.
Foul against George. Lillard on top. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. Lillard from outside. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. He's got 6.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Leonard inside, defended by Jones. Leonard no luck. Trailblazers leading by 5. Nurkic finds Lillard. Now here's Jones. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. So for the Trailblazers. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the pass to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Giles has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. George looking around. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Enes Kanter.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
That free throw good from George. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum outside. Pass to Simons. The 8-footer. And Anthony gets it to go.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by George, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the triple. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 2 guard. Simons surveying the D. Out to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Kanter inside. Working on Zubac. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Leonard dishes to Morris. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Well, I love the attitude of Cantor. He is relentless on the offensive glass. How about that throw down?
Outside, George traps in the tray.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. McCollum passes to Simons. Portland needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Zubac. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket for Morris.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. And the layup is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Jackson uses the glass to finish the layup.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Trailblazers leading by 8. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. McCollum kicks to Anthony. McCollum passes to Simons. Cantor with it. Pass to Simons. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Now here's Paul. Lillard with it. And that one, good.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Leonard the pass to Cousins. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. From deep. It's hauled in by George.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Lillard against Jackson. And Lillard gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. This is when you go to your big-time shot makers. Cousins, yes, sir.
Here is Lillard. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Nurkic. The Clippers grab the miss. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
The pass to Lillard. Here's Powell. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Three from the inbound. At the tip, can't connect. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. That's a look at our setting tonight. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Norman Powell, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at small forward. Now here's Lillard, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Nobody near Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Holiday surveying the floor. Over Lillard. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Powell, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Holiday goes in. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now Powell. He feeds it to Nurkic, and that one drops.
Think about Nurkic, and how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March of 2019.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Lobs it up for Holiday. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Ahead. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lillard. Clock at 6. Covington with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on that.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lillard, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And a lot of contact on that. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 5 now. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Holiday against Lillard. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Shoots over Covington, and Covington sends it back. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Powell. Good D by Lopez.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep it.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here is Holiday. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Trailblazers leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had...
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Simons surveying the D. Kanter kicks to Powell. Kanter, the pass to Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this one. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Jones, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Portland trailing here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak, but it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. The shot's good from Forbes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's McCollum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
Portis finds Teague. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Teague's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Cullen passes to Kanter. Here's Simons. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now Portland on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Outside Portis. He can't hit that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Here's Nora. A rebound by Simons.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
It's deflected. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Nora. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. McCollum against Teague. With the shot. That's short off the rim. The Trailblazers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. And the basket by McCollum.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Teague with the ball. Passes to Nora. Portis trying to free himself. Here's Teague. Out to the wing. Tries again. Good on the shot.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Kanter. Here's Simons. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum dishes to Cantor.
The strength and skill level of Cantor just too much to handle there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Andre Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Cantor is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low-post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Lillard. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead. And that should...
Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby Gigi.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
The pass to Covington. Jones dishes to Covington. Kicks to Lillard. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
And Portland making a change here. Powell's checked in. Outside, Covington. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Nice decision by Nurkic to just simply square up and knock that one in.
And here's Holiday. He dishes it to Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Lopez powering through that time.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Nurkic. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Yep, that one goes. Giannis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Here's Giles. Antetokounmpo defending. 6 to shoot. McCollum kicks to Giles. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Off on the layup. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. They trail by 1. Took him no time at all on that one. McCollum's got 8.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Now DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Inside, Anthony. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. And he gets it to go. Giannis has got 11 in the second half.
Well, something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
McCollum right side. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Even though McCollum's a little bit thin, he doesn't mind taking the contact and moving away from it before scoring.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony Simons. Teague against McCollum. Portis in the post. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Anthony finds McCollum. Now here's Cantor. Rebounded by the Bucks. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Now here's Teague. He can't get it to go. Good D by McCollum. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now.
Here's Forbes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers out in front, up by 2. And we'll have the start of a 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Anthony. Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. Here's Middleton, and so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Portland leading. Here's Simons. Dishes it to McCollum. All sorts of time. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Connaughton. There's the lob to Portis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Giles. The dish to Kanter. Shoots over Portis. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And Giannis throws it down.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again maybe this season.
Holiday against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Poked away.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Fast break, Milwaukee. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's Powell on the wing. They need this. With the putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Holiday with it. And he makes good on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Well, right now, Drew Holiday has the defense in the sandbox, just toying with him.
Lillard scanning the floor. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lillard. Over Holiday. And it's Lillard missing. Milwaukee leading by 6. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard against Holiday. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Harry Giles is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. There's a minute left to play here in the fourth. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Lillard from outside. He's off on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee with the ball. High post Lopez. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Now DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock from past the arc. The rebound by Giles. Lillard outside. The 3. No good on the shot. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. There below is and
well, guys,
you certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones.
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Wow, man. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And finished off by Nurkic.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Harden with it. A three ball. Tips it up. And Durant is right there.
Yeah, he's got those Inspector Gadget arms. I mean, they go on forever. Durant, a threat on the offensive glass, too.
It's Powell on the wing. Covered by Irving. Kicks it out to Jones. Harden against Lillard.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
It's good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And here is Powell. Lillard, right side. Dishes to Covington. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot misses, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And the shot goes in.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Outside, KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Brown. Finished off the break.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Irving can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Little. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Joe Harris. Portland also making some changes. Giles comes in for Little, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Pass to McCollum. Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shoots from the elbow. That one off the back iron and out. But oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the 3 off target. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2. Lillard surveying the D. Here's Kanter, and it's blocked by Brown. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD's got the ball, and it's good for 2. Durant's got 12 points in the game. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Back to Lillard. Shoots over Brown. Here's Cantor. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Harden. It's blocked. Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. On the wing, Jones. Anthony against Harden. Here's Lillard. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
The Nets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Giles.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the pass to Nurkic. 13 feet away. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Irving dishes to KD. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Powell, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. It's stolen by Green. Here's Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. And that one's good, Irving.
And the confidence Irving has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
Here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floater. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside Irving. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
It's Powell on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
McCollum against Irving. Over McCollum. Irving misses.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Pass to Nurkic. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Powell finds Nurkic. Takes a 3. The shot by Powell, no good. Brooklyn leading by 6.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Jordan can't get it to go.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
And the basket by McCollum.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 blocked shots, and 2. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Hicks. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden dishes to Jordan. Now, here is Harden. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Harden's got 8.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Jones kicks to McCollum. Over KD. Hollis Jefferson tips it back in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Irving against Jones. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball for the tie. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And a miss there on the triple. Nets leading by 5. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
That's tipped. Jones kicks to Lillard. Over Irving. The offensive rebound. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And that one drops for him. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Lillard outside. From 15 feet away. Second shot opportunity. Nurkic the pass to Jones. That 3 off the mark. That's leading by 7. Irving drives in. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 9 points in the game so far.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Brown.
Harden is known for his creativity. Can't lose him in the screen and roll, or he'll take you to school.
Lillard outside. From deep 3-point range, up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Nets passing it around to the inside. And he converts the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Lillard. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden the pass to Green. Nurkic with the block. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lillard from outside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now just a 4-point Nets lead.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helped.
Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Portland. Anthony out there with Giles. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Harden against McCollum. Here's Giles. Kanter. Great positioning on the putback.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
McCollum against Harden. Left side, Jordan. On the wing, Green. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now to the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Back to Powell. McCollum outside. Steps back and shoots. That one's not going to go. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Durant, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
You know, the timing Durant has does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Here's McCollum. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Harden. Harris with it. Kanter covered. Harden dishes to Harris. KD against Powell. KD with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Down low, Giles. Out to Anthony. A second chance effort. The rebound by Harden.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Durant, no good.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Inside, and stolen by Jordan. Left side, KD. Cantor with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Trying to end the drought. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 11. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Harden the pass to KD. Now here's Jordan. In the corner, Harden, shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
And it's in there. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Outside Irving. And here's Harden. On the wing, Harris. Oh, good with the triple. Lillard with it. Picked up by Harris. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Harris. Jones against Harden. Feeds it to Jordan. And McCollum with the block. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And the second chance effort by McCollum.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Frames it from downtown.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.